I'm Sheila Anderson, Weekend Jazz After Hours host on WBGO 88.3 FM. And I'm speaking with Larry Weeks. And please say your name and what you do.
My name is Larry Weeks. I'm one of the participating artists from the Fulton Art Fair, and I'm also the treasurer of the Fulton Art Fair.
Okay, and how long has the Fulton Art Fair been in existence?
The Fulton Art Fair is celebrating its 59th year of existence. It was established, and many well-known artists. Jacob Lawrence was one of the founding members of the Fulton Art Fair.
Okay, so for those who may not be familiar with the Fulton Arts Fair, where is it, and how can people check out the art there?
Okay, the Fulton Art Fair traditionally has hosted one event a year. It's called the On the Fence, where artists come out and they hang their artwork around the park at Fulton and Utica in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, across from the Boys and Girls High School. And like I said, it's been in the past one-year event. This year we've started hosting other exhibits in Brooklyn, and as well as you can see, branching out to other venues such as WBGO.
And again, what is your connection with WBGO? How did you get in touch? How did you make the connection between us, jazz, and art?
Well, I've been listening to WBGO for years, and I thought it would be a good connection to have a show around jazz, but Ms. Kirk suggested that we do a Women in Black History for Black History Month, and it also is overlapped into Women's History Month, so it's a twofold thing. So we decided to participate, and we have about 15 artists who have participated, and the subject matter is all women in Black history.
And I understand you're new to painting, at least as professionally. When will we see some of your art?
Well, I've been doing artwork basically all my life, but only within the last 2 years have I tried to promote my artwork and make more connections in the art world since I've retired. So I'm an emerging artist at 63.
Hey, my mom changed her life at 62 and she's 95, so you're doing great. Again, thank you, Larry Weeks, and thank you, and I'm Sheila Anderson.
Thank you, WBGO, for hosting us and allowing us to be part of this event.
Thank you. And thanks to Melvin Isaacs for doing the camera work and setting up the interview. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Valerie Williams, and the person who I chose to represent is Dr. Mae Jemison, and she's the first African-American astronaut. She's the first woman to go into outer space. She's a doctor, she's an engineer, and she is just an inspirational person. She's started science businesses where she has like 5 to 10-year-olds going to a science camp. She started a science corporation. She's also an inspirational speaker. A few of her quotes, and I'd like to read a few, are, "You have the right to be involved. You have something important to contribute, and you have to take the risk to contribute it. Don't let anyone rob you of your imagination. Your creativity is your place in the world. It's your life. Go on. Do all you can with it. Make it the life you want to live." Images show us possibilities. A lot of times, fantasy is what gets us through reality. Girls can't do science, except we can. Failure to recognize possibilities is the most dangerous and common mistake one can make. Greatness can be captured in one word: lifestyle. Life is God's gift to you. Style is what you make of it. Some of the most fun people I know are scientists. And this is something a lot of people don't realize, that scientists and people in the sciences are actual people. We all started with the basic 3 R's, and some of us just went a little further. And we look at science as something very elite, which only a few people can learn. That's just not true. You just have to start early and give kids a foundation. Kids live up or down to expectations, which is what a lot of people don't realize. The difference between science and the arts is not that they are different sides of the same coin or even different parts of the same continuum, but rather they are manifestations of the same thing. The arts and the sciences are avatars of human creativity. Science provides an understanding of a universal experience. Arts provide universal understanding of a personal experience. She is one of the few people who is equating science with art. And it's already been documented that when you start children with art at an early age, it rewires the brain. And those children are more likely to excel in the sciences and in math. These are the kids who are most likely to go to college, which is really heartbreaking when you realize that that's the first thing that they take out of our schools. They take away our art. That's pretty much all I have with that, but I'd like to show that she has a stamp. This is a stamp that was made for her. She is the only astronaut who appeared on Star Trek. Here she is with Geordi. Okay. And here she is with Worf. I'm from the sciences, but I didn't know she existed until I started doing this project. And she is a true inspiration to girls of color, to women of color, because she shows us what we can do.
I'm one of the artists. My artwork is hanging up on the wall and is Shirley Chisholm. So I'm affiliated with the Fulton Art Fair, and also I'm a producer of the Artistic Talent Show, which is aired in Brooklyn at the Brick Medium.
Okay, that's awesome. So just let us know your name. This way we're familiar with not just the look, but also we could take a walk and look through and see your piece.
Yes, my name is Melvin Isaac, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a native of Brooklyn, and I've been drawing and painting and teaching kids basically about 30 years. So, this is what I do.
And what's your media?
My medium is oil.
Oil.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And is it strictly oil or is it diverse?
No, it's diverse. Basically, I do pastel, I do pencil, I do acrylic, I do stippling, and basically I do it all.
Do it all?
Yes.
Well, that is awesome. It was great meeting you, and we look forward to seeing more of your work.
Well, I know Shirley Chisholm, Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm, has Brooklyn roots, and she was the first Caribbean American woman to run for U.S. presidency, and she was definitely left a legacy in my hometown of Brooklyn. And I didn't learn much about her until much later in life, which I think it's time that we start learning about her and all of the important things that she did as a legislator and for women and for people in general, and mostly for children, because I know she was a big advocate for children. So, and I'm looking at this work by Melvin Isaac, and it really speaks to who she is and who she was.
Right, which is me, the camera guy.
Yes, and it's very nice to meet you.
Okay, great. And thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
All right, so we're good to go. Thank you. Shirley Chisholm was the first African American woman to run for the president. She was nominated for President of the United States on July the 13th, 1972. When the Congresswoman from New York launched her spiritual campaign, she took on the political establishment. Shirley Chisholm said she ran for the office despite the hopeless odds to challenge the status quo. In her announcement speech, Shirley says, "I am not candidate of Black American, although I am Black and proud. I am not the candidate of the woman movement of the country, although I am a woman and I am proud. My presence before you now symbolizes a new era in American political history. Christmas lost the Democratic nomination to Senator George McGovern of South Dakota. Shirley Anit St. Hills Christmas was a political figure who was decades ahead of her time. As a woman and a person of color, she has a long list of firsts to her credit, including first African American woman elected to Congress in 1968, first African American woman to seek a major party, nominated for President of the United States 1972, first woman to have her name placed in nomination for president at the Democratic National Convention, first African American to be on the ballot as a candidate for president. After serving just 3 years in Congress representing New York 12th District, Christmas decided to run using the slogan that I had gotten her elected to Congress in the first place, unbroad and unbossed. From the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn, New York, Christmas initially pursued a professional career in child care and early childhood education. Switching to politics, she served 4 years in New York State Assembly before she made a name for herself as the first black woman to be elected to Congress. Okay, I'm Melvin Isaac, one of the artists, and basically what I'm doing is just walking down the art gallery in WBGO and showing you what's being displayed one at a time.
Oh my God! You were chopping your head.
I don't know the artists that have put their artwork up there, but basically what I can do is show you the work that's here.
Oh yes. Yeah, you're right.
And the work is being displayed today from 6 to 8.
Yeah, nice. It's got to go too.
And this is March the 16th at WBGO.
I see lots of amazing, fantastic art with really, really talented artists, a lot of historical figures, a lot of musical figures, all women, trailblazers, leaders, really led the way for people now, and people that everybody at this time needs to learn about and know about, because history repeats itself, so they taught us a lot of important lessons. And the art is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The colors, the three-dimensional pieces, it's wonderful. I'm really glad they have this.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Do you have art here?
I know I do not have art here, but I appreciate any art, and this art is phenomenal. I look at the colors, the vividness, and also I'm reading a lot about the different art, and I see that this has so much meaning behind each piece. It's not just a pretty picture or beautiful colors together. It goes so much deeper than that, and I'm appreciating every single piece as I go along, taking my time, and this is beautiful. And I go to a lot of art galleries, but this is actually is really affecting me and capturing. It's getting into my emotions a bit. It's really deep, beautiful art.
That's good. Thank you very much.
See, I'm getting all choked up. It is beautiful stuff. Beautiful.
Yes. Try to get this before I flip on it. Excuse me.
Alrighty, so I'm Nadine Mattis Knox. My husband is one of the artists here exhibiting at BGO, and it's a wonderful experience for him. He's been an artist forever, self-taught, and we're just proud to be a part of the exhibit, the Fulton Street Fair visit, and it's just an exciting day. Right, so Gary Knox, the artist, my husband, has two awesome pieces here. One, Winnie Mandela, and the other one is the Tubman Express. And I'm a teacher, so and the pieces are here. The Tubman Express by Gary Knox.
Show me the first one. Okay. Let me get it.
And I think it's an awesome representation of his creativity. The other pieces there. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, just an awesome expression of his vision of black women. And the other piece, Winnie Mandela, right here. And that too he's done many years ago, but you know, his media is pretty diverse. Acrylic, and this piece done in pencil.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Hi, this is Suzanne. I'm known as Brick City Emigree. I'm a Brooklyn girl now living in Newark, and I came to support the arts, especially bringing Brooklyn here to Newark is a wonderful and inspiring opportunity for us to observe and take a look at the artwork of the fabulous women in history, Black history. And I had an opportunity to meet some of the artists and learn about their works, and I was really truly left inspired and in awe. And some of the pieces really moved me. I want to thank you for that.
I'm reporting live from WBGO. My name is Isaiah McClain. I work in marketing. I'm a marketing assistant. And I travel to different events, and I connect with our social media partners, and we give out giveaways to different people around the tri-state. So come on and be a part of WBGO family, 88.3 FM. Bright moments.
Hey, Tammy, it's awesome meeting you. Just want to get an idea as to how you're connected with the BGO Art, Fulton Art Fair exhibit here today.
Well, actually, I just happen to be very lucky. My friend Mimi Jones is performing today, and I was in town working on some music with her, and she said, Tammy, come on down and enjoy this wonderful exhibit. It was absolutely marvelous.
Yes. So just give us a background of your singing experience. We know you're a great artist, great vocals.
Thank you. Well, I was so excited to get a chance to sit in today with Dale. I am a vocalist from Chicago, as a matter of fact, and I've been in and out of New York City playing some gigs at Birdland, at the Blue Note, even got a chance to play at Carnegie Hall, which was really exciting. And so I'm looking forward to really developing some more opportunities here in New York, as well as, you know, all over. My background is really in classical music. But I discovered jazz much later, actually, and really became fascinated with the genre. I like to say I was born in jazz in 1992.
Right.
And so I got the opportunity to work with some wonderful people, with NEA Jazz Master Von Freeman, Ramsey Lewis, Miss Dee Dee Bridgewater, who's gracing the walls here at WBGO. So I'm really looking forward to doing some more work here in New York as well.
Awesome. And Alberti told me that you were a Raylette.
I was a Raylette with Ray Charles. Yeah, that was really amazing.
Wow, that's fantastic. Truly, truly fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Tammy McMahon, vocalist. Awesome. My pleasure.
Lullaby at Birdland for you, okay? feel. In a phrase, how I feel. Have you ever seen two turtle doves, Bill and Coo, when they love? That's the kind of magic music will make with our lips when we kiss. Oh, there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I'll cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye, lullaby of birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, then we'll go flying off to birdland high in the sky up above, all because we're in love. Ba ba do ya do ya do ya day, ba da ya da we da, dee do be dee da bay to be bop, wop to be bop, whoa bello bello, bello bop, bello bay do bo 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 bay, lady oh. There's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I'll cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell, goodbye, lullaby of birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, then we'll go flying off to birdland high in the sky up above, all because we're in love, love, love. Come on, girl. In a phrase, how I feel. Have you ever seen two turtle doves, Bill and Coo, when they love? That's the kind of magic music will make with our lips when we kiss. Oh, there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I'll cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell, goodbye, lullaby of birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, then we'll go flying off to birdland high in the sky up above, all because we're in love, lullaby. I'm playing this lullaby with Mimi Jones. Make her feel good. Mimi Jones. And Dale Cottrell, Dale Cottrell, Dale Cottrell. McCann. Thank you so much, so much.
Sitting on a rainbow, got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. I've got a song I sing, I can make that rain go anytime I move my finger. Lucky me, can't you see, I'm in love. Life's a beautiful thing, long as you hold that string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let it go. I've got the world on a string, set it on a rainbow, got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love, love, love. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow, got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love, yes. I've got a song I sing, I can make that rain go anytime I wag my finger. Lucky me, can't you see, I'm in love. Life's a beautiful thing, as long as you hold that string. And be a silly so and so if I should ever let it go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow, got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love, yes. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Tammy McCann, and I have the honor of sitting here with Miss Mimi Jones of the Wbgo Women in Jazz Festival. This woman is absolutely amazing. She is a Renaissance woman, and we're so excited to be here with you, Mimi. How did you come to be here today?
Wow. Well, I've been coming to this radio station for a large part of my career. I would have to say like the last 12 years of my life. You know, I started out as a listener, and eventually I would, become a professional musician, and was just so happy to also have my music to be played on air. So I love to support the radio station. I've done numerous amounts of concerts and, things that the radio station actually supports and promotes. So
Today you were performing with a magnificent pianist. Can you tell us more about that relationship?
yes, I had the pleasure of playing with Dale Cottrell today, an amazing pianist. It's been many years since we've come together. We spent maybe about a 2-year period together where I would do some of her gigs on the weekend in Newark, mostly at the Priory, a wonderful place up on a hill near here. And we explored a lot of her original music. So today we got to retouch some of that stuff. Some of it I remembered, some of it, I was following along. But the main thing with Dale that I love is that she's so soulful and spiritual. It elevates from the page. So that was, some soul nutrition today for me that I needed.
You really gave us some soul nutrition with that bass playing of yours. What made you choose the bass as your main instrument?
Wow. Well, I always tell people that the bass chose me. I had no doing in it. I was just playing around during my lunch period when I should have been practicing cello. But as soon as I put it in my hands, I could feel that there was a voice that could come out, that when I played other instruments, it didn't, propel the same way. And so I feel like you got to go through a few instruments sometimes to figure out your niche and where you fit. And as awkward and crazy looking and hard as it is to carry that instrument, I really, really love it, and I wouldn't change. Yeah.
Well, it's obvious that you love it. Your energy just jumps off the stage. But not only are you a musician, you also have a record label?
Oh, right. Yes, I have Hot Tone Music, and we've been going strong for a few years. We put out 2 records last year. One was my original piece called Feet in the Mud, and also Luis Perdomo, a great pianist who happens to be my husband. We put out a record called Montage, which featured a lot of his original works on solo piano. So that was his solo piano debut. Yes. So that's actually number 7. That's our 7th record.
Wow. You are quite the Renaissance woman. You also do orchestral work, is that correct?
Yes. You know so much about me, Tammy.
I'm fascinated by you and everything that you do.
So I also have a co-led project by a great artist, pianist, and friend, Arcoides Sandoval. And we composed and came up with this idea to do an orchestra based around topics that needed attention. So environmental, social issues. It deals with kind of like using art as a vessel to promote and stimulate people to make a change in a positive way. And we actually have a performance this June. I think it's June 6th in the Bronx. We can find out more if you go to my website at mimijonesmusic.com. But it's called The Dome Experience. So, yeah.
Wow, that's really fascinating. Mimi, it is always a pleasure to see you. I'm so excited that I got a chance to sit down and really get to know you along with our listeners. My name again is Tammy McCann, and this is WBGO 88.3 FM in New Jersey. Have a great day.
Anyone Thank you.